Well. Back, and it feels like it's been a while, but that's only because I've been doing way more streaming than usual with the tabletop stuff. Hi. We're back. It's Elite Force 2. Round 2. Episode 2. Part 2. Whatever you want to call it. Remember when Voyager was on the screen here? I remember when Voyager was on the screen here. Yeah. Before I get started, I'd just like to apologize for streaming at the lower resolution the previous time. I had forgotten that I had set OBS, the standard OBS was only running in like 800p. That was what the output was. Because the last time I used standard OBS was just like a month ago when I was streaming Knights of the Old Republic 2, and that was before my internet was upgraded, and I was experimenting with different output resolutions. And I forgot to change that. It should be changed now, so... yeah, if you're the one person who saw the first upload on YouTube and wondered why the resolution was a little smaller, and now it's bigger, it's because I forgot. I imagine most people stream, like... I imagine most streamers don't dive into these older games and have to jump into different streaming programs and remember what they set things to the last time they used them, but... it happens. It happens. Enough rambling. You know, oh, you might notice there's a secrets tab here. I already found 13 starships. I think I explained this. I think I explained this in the first stream, but the starships, as you can see, unlock these secret maps, which you can peruse at your leisure. They're just little side things. They don't affect the main game at all. You know what? Depending on when I end the stream today, if I feel like I have the time, I'll check out the secret map. And we'll probably get a lot done, and we'll probably find enough starships for at least map 2. So, yeah. Also, I was gonna turn on... wow, that feels weirdly lurchy. That was a problem last time. It felt like... it only happens with this game. It feels like it just lurches when I move the mouse around. I don't know if turning the mouse sensitivity all the way down will help, but it doesn't even feel like it's changed. I'll just try turning on smooth mouse and see what happens there. Let us, yeah, we finished the Dallas mission previously, so let's jump into the next one. Elapsed time, 3 hours. More than that, surely. I would like to load this game.
What happened?
We responded to a distress call from an Attrexian space station.
Attrexian?
A starfaring people with 12 systems and 23 colony planets in the Brecker Rift.
We found the Attrexian station under assault by unknown aliens.
We saw no alien ship, so we took a low orbit near the station. That was our mistake.
They swarmed us, using impulse engines built right into their exoskeletons.
Amazing genetic engineering.
They disabled our shields and chewed through our hull before we could mount a defense.
The ship was doomed. During the firefight, we beamed most of the crew onto the Attrexian station.
The captain raced away from the area with a skeleton crew of volunteers. We hid in the pattern buffers to wait for rescue.
We hoped our ruined ship could broadcast a warning to Starfleet so no other ship would risk a low orbit at the Attrexian space station.
If these aliens had no ship, how did they get to the system?
We don't know.
Perhaps their ship was cloaked.
When we arrive at the station, I want the hazard team to go in first. Locate the remaining crew of the Dallas and help the Attrexians.
Aye, sir.
We already watched this at the end of the last stream I did, didn't I?
Chell to Monroe. I'm on the final stage of the shuttle prep.
Alright, cool. Everything look good. After all the trouble I went through to set up the last stream, I'm a little worried about... Okay, now movement's a little too slow. Viewing is a little too slow. It seems faster on the menu watching little mouse pointers zip around. I don't know if the viewer is accurately showing me things. Like, it seems a little... like there's some tearing going on. Let me on the desk. I want to see through the windows. Yeah. I can't get up there. Report to the shuttle bay. Yeah, we might as well. Ah, the bridge of the Enterprise. Tuvok?
Sir?
Your team's performance on the ship was exemplary, Lieutenant. The loss of Ensign Franklin was regrettable, but your success on this mission led to the rescue of several Dallas crew members.
He shouldn't have even been on that mission. He hadn't had any training.
I am pleased to see your team working efficiently.
I mean, everyone but Franklin.
I believe Ensign Chell is waiting for you in Shuttle Bay 2, Lieutenant.
I believe he is.
I suggest you prepare for your next mission.
Yeah, I should probably do that. What's up?
We are en route to the Attrexian space station. At our current speed, we should arrive soon. I suggest you prepare for your mission.
I will.
Sorry, I'm kind of busy here.
I like how some of the random people walking around the ship actually have things to say. That's one of the little things, one of the few little details that this game has a little bit of that the first game didn't. Is that the people that don't matter to the plot, like none of the main characters or even the side characters, like the NPCs, for lack of a better word, they actually have things to say sometimes.
Can I help you?
Except for this guy.
Sorry, I can't chat right now.
He's got nothing to say. Does the view screen always just have this on the front, or is it usually just blank? Or at least a forward view.
Come.
Hey.
Captain?
Good luck, Lieutenant.
Thank you, sir. Sir.
On your way, Lieutenant.
Okay, he doesn't have a whole lot to say right now. Just wish me luck.
Sir.
On your way, Lieutenant.
That is a massive couch. Look at that. It's got it's like wood? What is this texture? Probably not supposed to think about that. I feel like things are a little on the choppier side, but they shouldn't be. Probably just imagining things. At least I hope I'm imagining things. Anyone else in here I can talk to? Yo, what's up?
I'm busy.
No, he's busy.
What is it?
Who are you? Who are these people? Miranda Manon. She's the counselor. Hello, Stratton. Security officer. Are you the helm guy, Pat Jones? Pilot. He's the pilot. Shouldn't the technical term be helmsman? Science officer. Go.
Deck 7, Shuttle Bay.
I wonder if Jester will be joining me today. He seemed to be busy with RimWorld stuff. A game that I will stream one of these days. Once I know what I'm doing. Oh, there's a secret and a starship, and we have to go to the shuttle bay, so I think I know I remember exactly where that one is. That one's easy. Shuttle bay. Turbo lift, shuttle bay, shuttle bay, shuttle bay. It's just one big bay. Why are they listed like they're separate? I will take this opportunity to explore. Nope.
Can you believe that? About the Dallas?
The Dallas was a good ship. If it happened to them, it could happen to anyone.
It could happen to us.
Let's just get these GPS conduits replaced.
Yeah, let's get to work.
I'm busy.
He's busy.
I must attend to my duties. Perhaps we can chat later.
What are you? Kenioth Thompson? I'm not sure. What were they? The Cadians? The, like, cat people? Welcome to the cargo bay. Hey! A phase converter. This is something that is needed to get to that secret. I just love the look of L-cars. These panels are just so clean and smooth and nice, and they just look so good. Star Trek just had such fantastic visual design.
Hello, Lieutenant. I'm the ship's librarian.
You're a lieutenant commander, and you're the librarian?
We have extensive research capabilities on the Enterprise. If you're interested, I have some good books for you to read. I really recommend the Dixon Hill novels.
Oh, I have a recommendation. Do you have the Ninja Handbook from the International Order of Ninjas?
Hello, Lieutenant. I'm the ship's librarian.
I imagine that literature did not survive the war. Library technician. Surely she must have other duties as a lieutenant commander. Surely. I thought those two were busy. They're just wandering around. That'll happen.
I've been doing research on Andorian plant life.
Oh, really? I didn't even know they had any plants on Andoria.
There are only a few, but they're carnivorous and very dangerous.
I was attacked by a Galadorian venom weed on an away mission. I don't have a lot of sympathy for hostile plants.
I find all plant life fascinating, even so-called hostile plants.
Well, keep them far away from me. I need to finish my stellar cartography updates. Talk to you later.
The subplot with the botanist continues. What do you do? Derek Russell, what did you do again? Oh, he's the assistant counselor. Did Troy have an assistant in the show? Alright. Well, before we go to the shuttle that we're supposed to mess with... Also, I think turning on mouth smoothing is actually helping me out. I don't feel... It doesn't feel like the mouse is lurching around anymore. Also, can I do anything about that? It looks like there's some screen tearing going on. Is there anything I could do to maybe correct that? Is there like a... No. So anyway, to get to this area's secret, you have to pick up that phase converter. Told you it was important, right? Yep, you just mess with the nacelle there, and look at that. There's a phase converter, but it's damaged. Hit the use button. The door in the back, whoop, damn it. The mouse just lurched to the right when I tried to make a slight turn. Mouse smoothing is not helping like I thought. But anyway, secret's in here. That pickup sound like got cut off. It's supposed to be a little longer than that. Anyway, yeah. Not necessarily... I think the way you're supposed to know how to do that is to come over here. There's our shuttle.
I can't believe Franklin's gone.
Did you know him well?
I used to play Domjot with him every week. He was a good friend.
I never really figured out that game. I'm more of a poker fan.
I don't see the point in playing an antiquated game which was designed solely to facilitate the transfer of unearned currency.
It's not about currency. It's about skill and strategy. The currency was really only a score-keeping mechanism. Except that in those days, Losers could have their homes taken away.
Shuttle's coming in.
I must attend to my duties. Perhaps we can chat later.
I'm busy.
Talking about poker? Yeah.
I must attend to my duties. Perhaps we can chat later.
For some reason, messing with the console also talked to him. Yeah, that shuttle just came in on its own. Nice little thing that just happens, you know? I wonder how big those shuttles in Discovery were supposed to be. I haven't watched Discovery, but I've watched Red Letter Media talk about it because I would rather hear it from people who are gonna... I imagine I got way more enjoyment out of listening to them talk about like Discovery and Picard than I would have gained from watching it because they sounded terrible. And there was apparently a thing where Starfleet ships could just spit out thousands of little shuttles for fights, and it's like, really? This is a fucking Sovereign class. It's one of the biggest ships in the Federation, and it's only got 3 shuttles. Fucking hell. Anyway, this is how you're supposed to find out about the phase converter. You come over here and you see Chell working on it, and it's like, oh, I just picked up a phase converter. What if I mess with them in the cells? I wonder if I figured that out myself if I had to look that up back in the day. I was probably stupid enough that I had to look that up. Hey, Chell.
All finished? I found a malfunction in the starboard nacelle's plasma exhaust. It's not venting properly through the driver coil assembly. It's going to take a little longer than I estimated.
I thought Starfleet engineers always worked faster than their estimates.
Yeah.
Plasma vent leak. It's burning out. Get inside the shuttle and use your tricorder to bleed off plasma from the left computer console.
Working on it.
The shuttle is going critical. Please hurry. That was close.
I got it.
Good job, Monroe.
Put me on the spot there. I always wondered how... The one thing I don't understand about LCARs... Like, I primarily control games through, like, a mouse and keyboard, so I imagine there's probably a similar, like, control set, but... I always wondered how people piloted by pressing these buttons. Like, I don't really see... You're not supposed to think about it too deeply. It's supposed to look good. But... I always wondered how are you supposed... Like, the controls never looked clear. The panels looked nice, but it was never clear what buttons they were pressing how they were making things happen. Especially when it came to piloting. Like... If you control a vehicle in a game, you don't just control usually entirely through the keyboard. Use the mouse too. If you use a mouse and keyboard. Keyboard only piloting sounds... I don't know, that doesn't sound as pleasant. Know what I mean?
Come on, team. Let's show them what we can do.
We need to exercise caution. These aliens are capable of impulse flight. They're capable of chewing through a tritanium hull.
They're capable of falling over when shot.
Let Sydney Means show him what we can do. All she ever does is pilot the shuttle. I don't even understand how she's part of the... Why do we need a dedicated shuttle pilot? I mean, I guess we can, but... Stardate 57039.2. I remember Jester wanted to know the stardate, but he's not here.
Be careful out there, sir.
Hazard team, report in.
The aliens have completely destroyed the lower environmental ring. No sign of the Dallas crew. I'm proceeding to the rendezvous point.
The computer systems appear to be functional. Also, I found an Attrexian weapon that seems quite useful for dealing with these aliens. See you at the rendezvous point.
The casualties are staggering. The medical wing is completely destroyed. I have found some survivors. I'll meet you at the command center once I've stabilized them.
This doesn't seem like appropriate procedure to send everyone off alone. But what do I know about tactics and squad-based combat?
Security breach in maintenance bay.
Ow. Damn, there are a lot of them. Ugh. Drop me in with no armor, or rather shielding, rather. Okay. There are 6 starships and 3 secrets. This level has one of the more unusual secret areas, and that's where most of the starships are. Yeah, welcome to... Oh, I could have dropped that on a bunch of them. Also, that door over there is breakable. Can heal myself up real nice and recharge. Anything else of note in here? Probably not. I don't think this game has secret areas in secret areas. Also, exhaust vent controls. If you didn't find that secret area, you'd have to contend with these burning pipes. Not this time, bitch. So yeah, this is the Federation assault rifle. It's a shotgun. It's alright. But I think for this, I prefer the enhanced compression rifle. They take away the regular compression rifle after, like, the first mission. I don't think we ever see the standard compression rifle again after the first, like, 2 missions. Did we even have it on the Dallas? I don't even remember now. My memory sucks. Yeah, you bunch of chumps. A bunch of chumps. Probably... I think all of the starships were actually in that one secret area, if I remember right. No. Why does my reticule turn red when I look at the force field? Speaking of which, I actually want to change my reticule. You can change it, the crosshair, if you want. Got a couple options. I always chose this one for some reason. Not entirely sure why. There's an Attrexian for you.
Structural integrity on Deck 2 at critical levels.
They are everywhere.
What's up?
The Fates have delivered us.
I'm glad you think so. Hello, yes, I am the Fates Monroe Alexander. I don't think he has anything else to say.
Keep moving.
Yeah, he's got nothing else to say. He's just happy to be alive. Busted. I just gotta check the structural integrity wherever I go, just to make sure I'm not missing anything that can break. Ooh, killed him so hard he went through the wall.
Those things are going to get us.
Jeez, careful, man. You had a little vantage point up there. Why'd you run out? Don't be dumb. Minecart power. Yep, we're gonna power up the minecart and send it right through the door.
Restored.
All right. Ow! The minecart hurt me. We also would have died if we actually rode it into the door there.
Keep moving.
Help! I made it! I made it!
Also, for the Attrexians, they only got one voice actor for both male and female. So every time you hear them talk, it's always the exact same guy. Or gal. So he died. Unfortunate. Bastard. Anything else going on in here that I care about? There's like a little glowing red corner there, but that's not something I can mess with. Oh right, I have the iMod, which I mostly just picked up because I could. I'm probably never going to use it. Yeah, this room's structurally sound. Ow! I like how he blindsided me and I lost all my health. And then I died. Wow. Hard difficulty doesn't mess around. I gotta remember, I'm playing on a higher difficulty than I'm used to. I gotta be ready for that. And quick save more. Oh god, the last level. Nice walking into my shots there, bud.
Oh, help! I made it! I made it!
Quick save.
Over here!
There was a guy over here, but I don't think I could have saved him. Alright, now this is a spot for a save. 100%. What's up?
I'm Lieutenant Monroe. Who were these invaders?
We don't know. They just appeared about 3 days ago. They came from nowhere.
Where's their ship?
I was the engineer on duty when the attack began. There was no ship, no transporter activity, and no warp signature.
Either we somehow never noticed hostile aliens living in our solar system, or their warp technology is beyond anything we know.
Where are their leaders?
We haven't seen any. They seem to have no type of command structure.
So how do they coordinate their attacks?
We don't know. In between their attacks, they just seem to mill around like insects.
And they charge in wave after wave with no thought of self-preservation.
Pretty clever tactic for an insect.
And effective. Our ammunition is gone.
Is there an armory near here?
Yes, there is one close by.
But the last group we sent never came back. None of us will go now.
No, Vengpa. One of us will.
What? But Avaxtus?
I'd rather die fighting than sitting here.
I'm with you, Avaxtus. Show me the way.
You are both as good as dead.
This way.
Escort mission. Try not to die, Avaxtus. Ow. Just a scratch.
Find the emergency shield controls before the fates have blessed
Ah! You cunt! have access. Use the health terminal. Don't run in front of me, you dickhead! He is on a sliver of health. Look at how stupid he is.
Here's the weapons locker. Now what was that security code?
I remember.
Wow. That was horrific. With how smoky and foggy it is outside, the amount of light coming in is shocking. I need to shield my eyes a bit. In fact, let me close those all the way. How is it so bright out? Smoke is somehow amplifying light. That shouldn't even be possible. Yeah, these creatures are extremely annoying to fight because they will attack you from every conceivable direction that they can. There's no such thing as a one-way ambush with them. They're smart. And horrible because they'll come up when you hit an ambush point. It's not just from in front of you, it's from the sides, it's from the back. It's awful.
It's not much further now.
What? Okay, hold up. Don't go too far ahead. Okay. He didn't take any hits this time. Quick save. We don't technically actually have to keep him alive. That's another thing that this... I mean, there were only a few points like this in the first game, too. So I can't give this game too much shit for having slightly less. But there were these, like, little mini failure points. They wouldn't, like, stop you. You wouldn't have to redo them if you fucked up. But you'd feel good for completing... for, like, doing it the right way. Like rescuing Lieutenant Foster, or preventing some of your teammates from dying on missions, doing the stealth section on the scavenger base, and not getting Odell killed. You know, stuff like that. Keeping people alive. It's possible for people to die, but the game wouldn't punish you for it. It'd just be like, oh, well, you didn't do well enough, may as well keep going. This is one of those points. Keeping this guy alive actually also has a tangible benefit for us. If he doesn't live long enough to open the armory, you don't get what's in the armory. Also, there's a secret in there as well. And he's, I believe, the only one who can open it. So, if he dies, there's no getting in. That, and also his buddy, when you go back to him, if he dies, he's just like, I knew him going with you was a mistake, and he's upset. Understandably. So, yeah. We're getting through here, and we're keeping him alive. Even if it kills me. I don't think there's friendly fire. He took a little bit of a scratch there. But you know what? It's good. It's good.
Here's the weapons locker. Now what was that security code?
Maybe if I stand up here, I'll be safe.
I remember the code. Gas-lock bango chain. I forgot about the redundant security system. Don't worry, I can bypass it. I think almost done. Grab a weapon! We need to get back to Bangkok. Lead the way.
Ow. I don't think these spit blasts actually do that much damage. Ow. Ah, I'm taking so much fucking damage. Holy shit, there's so goddamn many of them. Fuck me.
Here's the weapons locker. Now, what was that security code? Ah, I remember the code. Gasrak Bangochi. I forgot about the redundant security system. Don't worry, I can bypass it. I think we're almost done.
Oh, those are explosive spitballs. You can't just dodge them.
Grab a weapon! We need to get back to Bangkok. Lead the way.
Leave him alone. Oh, look at this nonsense. He's dead. Look at how fucking many of them there are. I don't remember there even being this many. That is horrendous.
Here's the weapons locker. Now, what was that security code? Ah, I remember the code. Gasrak Bangoche. I forgot about the redundant security system. Don't worry, I can bypass it. I think almost done. Grab a weapon! We need to get back to Bangkok. Lead the way.
Yeah. At least shoot from the doorway, you jackass. Don't just hide in there. Granted, it's probably the only reason why you're still alive, but, like, help. Whew. But you know what? It's fine. He didn't take any damage. I still am in decent shape. Their ranged attacks aren't really that powerful, and if you can dodge a bunch of them, jump up on the crates. I think on normal, there aren't as many of them that spawn in. I want to say that's the case. Whew. Ugh. Alright, well. Here's the new weapon. It's a thing. The Attrexian arc launcher. It's not bad. Also, as you saw, shiny wall. Here's the secret area. Also, here is a pipe. Are you ready for one of the best secret areas in video game history? I don't think you're ready for this. I don't think you're ready. Yo, Avaxtus, are you ready? Hey, does his name say Avaxtus if I scan him? No. His name is Avaxtus, but also he's scooting. Wait, no, yeah, his health bar on the left actually says his name, but the tricorder doesn't. Alien race applying for Federation membership. Okay, he stopped scooting. Anyway, yeah, we got a little bit of a... Are you ready for this? I don't think you're ready for this. I wish Jester was here for this. Ah, well. We wait for no one. Look at that shitty Enterprise. Look at that. What even is this music? It's so dopey. If I ever have like if I ever make a regular intro screen like for my channel, if I could like have an animated one, it would just be this. It would just be this screen with Monroe doing this. Like no text, like just text like stream will start soon and just no other context, just him fucking off over here. That would be terrible. This is one of the most bizarrely like out of place like little secret areas I've ever seen in a game, and it's the only one of its kind in this entire game. There's some other funny ones, but not like this. We could go in again if we wanted, but I won't. And yeah, that's where all the secret starships were. Oh, that was also the secret. Okay, I was wrong what I said before. First, the secret area is when you blow open the wall. The second is in the pipe. That's... Huh. I would have thought the third secret area would be further in, but... Alright. All secrets and all starships found. Easy. Easy as that.
Keep moving.
Alright, Avaxtus, we're gonna have to fight our way back. I don't know if you can handle it. Took some more damage, but he can get in here now.
I knew better than to trust in that Federation person. What good is there in a suicide mission?
It got us a few of these.
By my progeny, you live!
And we bring arc launchers.
We'll put these to good use.
You do that. Have you seen other members of Starfleet?
Yes. A Federation ship requested emergency assistance 3 days ago. They transported their crew during an attack on their ship, but I haven't seen them since.
Thanks. I've got to move on.
All honor to your descendants.
Okay.
Hazard team, report in.
I found an abandoned security station. I'm downloading their security codes.
Chang here. I'm on my way to the rendezvous point. Resistance so far has been mild.
Gerard to Monroe. I found medical supplies. I'm setting up an emergency field hospital.
Sydney reporting in. I'm maintaining a safe distance from the station.
Thanks, Lieutenant. Thanks, Lieutenant. Thank you for helping us. Please, repel the aliens.
I'll do that. It was a little rough, but we were able to sort it out. No secrets or starships here.
Ah! Help!
I think that big fella had immunity until he killed that guy. Scripted death. I think we needed more energy. Also, unlike the first game, I don't know if you can see it, the UI is kind of small, but there are actually 3 different energy types. There's purple, there's teal, and then there's blue. Anything I want to mess with here? Just double checking there's nothing hidden, so we can focus on the level. Whoa. Kind of spinning in place over there. Tragic.
Stop the aliens before we're all...
Lady. Not happening, bub. Oh, I think this is the, like, little command post up ahead. I think all I gained from coming this way was ammo. Also, I feel like the mouse, like, it lurches occasionally, but maybe Smooth Mouse is helping me out, because it feels like it hasn't been lurching as much. If it was, I probably would have, it would have taken more effort to get through that previous section. What's up? I'm Monroe.
Help! Help! He just breached the inner wall.
What's going on?
We've caught one of the invaders!
He's in the escape pod.
Jettison the pod.
Our controls down here are broken.
There is a release switch on the 2nd floor. It's in the master control room, overlooking the pod.
Can't you just go up there?
The lift to the master control room is broken. I'll try to reroute power, but it still might not work.
You activate that lift. I'll go upstairs and activate the switch.
Do it. Do it, man. That's a big one.
Don't just stand there. Take the lift to reach the escape pod controls above us.
It worked! Get to the master control room and launch the pod!
Running out of time. Yeah.
Escape pod launched.
It's a pretty difficult one to fail, but if you do fail it, it shoots out of the pod, busts into the room, and then you have to fight one of those big guys. Even bigger guys than the big guys we've been fighting.
Thank you. Can we offer you some energy for your weapon?
You certainly can. I accept such offers. Thank you very much. Also, there's a thing here. Ah, plasma. Alright, the energy types have names. The purple is called plasma. I believe the teal is Idryllium? Does it say if I use to recharge Idryllium weapon energy? Yeah, I was right. Also, don't get too comfortable with the arc gun. At a certain point later on, we'll pick up another weapon that uses this. In fact, if I remember right, unless you find a certain secret area, there's only one weapon that actually uses Idryllium. And it's this one. If I'm remembering correctly. However, there's a secret weapon that we can find later on at a different level that uses Idryllium. And it's a very powerful weapon. Wait, no, we want to go back. We want to take the lift back up.
By the fates.
Ugh. I also have to say I like the design of the Attrexian stuff. It's very in line. It's very in line with with other Star Trek things, and I like the heavy industrial look of Attrexian design. We get to go to one of their cities later. It's not the most pleasing place to look at, but I like the industrial aesthetic. Yep. Like the panels. Like for all the little things I can complain about this game, they got the design right. They got the visuals right for like a new species. They're not limited by TV show budgets to just like, oh, we need a new alien. What's the most low budget thing we could do with the makeup? Oh, let's go with a nose ridge this time. You know, it's one of the benefits of making a game. You're not as limited by the budget when designing your aliens. And not, like I was saying, not just the aliens themselves, but the environments, the panels. It's good stuff. They did very good with the design. Whoa, you see them just teleport in like that? I don't know about that. I think they were supposed to come in through the door, not just pop in. Bit odd, that. Oh, hey, it's the command center. Let me just drop a little quick save. What's up?
Those invaders have disabled our defensive grid. We need to get our systems functioning again, or we're all dead.
Monroe to Enterprise.
Go ahead, Lieutenant.
The command officials are safe. No sign of the Dallas crew.
They're coming.
We're under attack.
Lieutenant, protect the Attrexian command officials at all costs.
Yes, sir. Stay close to each other. I'll protect you.
Oh boy, there's no boxes for me to stand on.
Cover me.
I'm glad you guys are here. How'd you get back there?
Look out!
Well, that wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be. That weapon is not effective at anything other than short range.
Please convey our gratitude to your captain. You have the reverence of many future generations.
Thank you, but I'd rather have some answers. Have you ever seen these invaders before?
Never.
Who are your enemies?
We have no enemies.
Well, we have ongoing problems with Attrexian smugglers, and Idryll separatists, and occasional Cardassian vessels looking for easy conquests.
Idryll?
A backward race. We've been assisting them for centuries.
We've given the Idryll the gifts of written language and the warp drive.
But the separatists are not grateful. They claim that many Attrexian systems are actually ancient Idryll homeland.
They've created a delusional fiction in which they are an older race than we.
That should be easy to disprove.
It is. But cherished superstitions die hard. Fortunately, most Idryll don't believe the separatists.
We're wasting time. The aliens are not Idryll.
They must be an interstellar invasion force, like the Borg.
Whatever they are, we can't get them out of the station until we get your defensive grid back online.
Our security generators are in ruins.
Don't you have backup generators?
Yes, in the main power core, in the heart of the station.
If we can figure out how to manually connect the backup generators to the grid, we could eliminate all invaders on the station.
Only our chief engineer could do that. But I don't know where she is.
I do. She reported in. She's trapped in an office near the main power core.
Tell her I'm on my way. Hazard team, stay here and protect the Attrexians.
Aye, sir.
The running theme of this game. Monroe runs off to do everything while leaving the team behind for some reason. Remember in the first game where there was this big, horizontal cargo lift? In fact, I'm pretty sure this one looks almost exactly like the one in the first game from the Dreadnought. This whole, cutscene extremely heavily reminds me of that. Oh hey, remember the guy who was in the escape pod? Oh no, Monroe is dead.
Ensign Gonzalez, USS Dallas.
Lieutenant Monroe, USS Enterprise. We've just come from the Dallas.
Did she make it?
We got there too late. Those creatures tore the ship apart.
Damn.
Where's the rest of the Dallas crew?
The lower habitat ring. It'll take a while for the creatures to reach them. Here are their coordinates.
What are you doing out here?
Looking for supplies. We weren't sure how long we'd have to stay down there.
Monroe to Tuvok. I'm relaying the coordinates to the Dallas crew.
We are beaming them out now.
Are you ready to beam out?
And let you have all the fun? I'm staying.
Okay then. Let's find an Attrexian engineer and get that defensive grid cranked up.
Wonder who voices Gonzalez. Very distinct voice. But hey, we're not alone. We get to run around with Gonzalez. At least for a little bit. There is one secret on this level, and I believe I remember where it is. It involves a elevator. But I'll do a little scan here. Stop moving when I'm scanning you. George Gonzalez. Infiltration specialist. Can't imagine every Starfleet ship has infiltration specialists. That doesn't sound like a common job profession in the Federation.
We'll need to find an alternate power source that'll open this door. What is it, Alex?
I believe it's this lift? Yeah, while the lift is going down, that's where the secret area is. There's no starship, so I think it's just ammo there, probably. Oh. Yep. Here's some ammo. Engineer Office Manual Override. There's a whole separate panel for it. And this panel's fucked. Just keep that disconnected. We don't even need that. Disconnect these from any short circuits. Easy. Ah! Ow! That wasn't fast enough. That hurt. Ow. What's up?
If I get you to the main power core, can you get the defensive grid back online?
Yes, but I need someone regulating the energy flow from here.
I'll do it.
Good. Stay here while I take Vorchov to the core.
Monroe is so massively out of shot
the
there.
main power core is below. We need to take the lift down.
Let's go. I'll protect you while you reroute power.
It sounded like Monroe's voice sounded like it was coming from behind me. What the heck? Right, this next section's gonna be a little difficult. I can sense it. I remember it even being a little difficult on normal. think maybe there's a second lift? Good thing I made a manual save up there at the top of the lift. Now I'm not sure. Okay, no, yeah, look at this. There's a second lift here. Gorchov. Yo. You were stuck in the panel? You're not supposed to be in there like that. Do I have to interact with the elevator to get her to come over? Is that what needs to happen? No, she needs to be over here. Okay, she's glitched. Oh no. No, Vorchov, don't glitch. No. I can't, like, push her out. Good thing I made a save at the top of the elevator. In case something stupid happens. Okay, yeah, I remember now. The secret area is around the second lift. She didn't get stuck this time. I don't think I've ever seen her just lodge in a console before. As shoddy as my memory can be, I would have remembered if that ever happened before. Streaming and glitches are just something that happen, man.
I'm heading to the generators. I have to get all 3 online or the grid will burn out.
Hang on a second. Where's the secret area? It's not down here. This is like the end of the whole Attrexian level. If it wasn't up here, I would have seen it.
I'm heading to the generators. I have to get all 3 online or the grid will burn out.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, she's gonna get fucked up. Oh, that's how you get... Okay, they're not attacking her. Huh. Okay, so to access the secret area, you get back on the second lift. Now, I'm going to squeak the music down just a little bit more. Just one more tad. Just one more little bit. Oh, that's the area we came through the first time. Okay, so that's it. That's that little secret. Oh. I thought the elevator hadn't gone all the way down yet. I think he's being crushed by the elevator. He's being crushed slowly by the elevator. Oh, that's fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. Okay, he got finished being crushed.
First generator online. 2 to go. Second generator online. 1 left.
Shit. Fuck me.
3 generators online.
Gonzalez, get us power.
Power's on.
I thought that'd be a little rougher.
Chell, turn on the weapon systems.
Power's coming online now, Monroe.
I thought that would be a little bit more rough, but it didn't go bad.
The grid neutralized the remaining invaders. The Attrexian space station is safe. I'm sending an away team to assist with the cleanup. Well done, Lieutenant.
Thank you, sir. 1 to beam up.
It's the melee that kills you. Their ranged attacks are actually kind of weak, but if you let them get close, that's when they really start ripping you up. Also, my accuracy improved by like 3%. Sick. Gonna have themselves a brief... Oh, teleporting.
Lieutenant Monroe, please join us in sickbay.
Those are the most these are the most perfect transitions that these games do. When you beam into and out of emissions, and that's you loading in as on the transporter pad. That's just perfect. That works so good. No secrets of starships.
Hey, Monroe.
Oh.
I'm very busy, Monroe. Can we talk later? The captain is waiting for you in sickbay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't chat right now.
Alright. Was sickbay on this level?
Ever since we returned from Rigel, I've been feeling under the weather.
Lieutenant Monroe, we're waiting for you in sickbay.
If you have
Shush.
Rigel fever.
No one's had that for 100 years.
Feeling under the weather is the main symptom. You'd better rest and have the doctor run some scans.
Okay, but this won't keep me from playing tonight's game in our chess tournament.
It's still not too late to forfeit.
Forget it. Even if I have Rigel fever, I'm gonna beat you again and make it 6 games to nothing.
Oh, yeah, sickbay is right here.
Thanks to the Hazard team, we have recovered many intact alien bodies. The doctor has studied their biological makeup.
Doctor, how could a completely organic being contain a personal propulsion system?
Genetic engineering at an unprecedented level. The carapace is sealed to provide protection from the vacuum of space, and their personal impulse drives generate enough heat to keep their muscle and organ systems metabolizing.
What about intelligence?
No clear determination. They do have large clusters of nerve tissue densely packed into the exoskeletal cranium, but it's not organized into any structures that we would recognize as a higher brain region.
Fascinating. Lieutenant, what did you see in their behavior to indicate intelligence?
Hard to say, sir. They were able to act cohesively and attack in groups, but they didn't appear to communicate with one another or formulate plans. They appeared to be acting mostly by instinct.
That would argue against self-directed intelligence.
I also found this. A non-organic device fused into a small nerve cluster at the base of the cranial region.
What's its function?
Unknown. The technology is too alien for any easy assessment. We're working on it now.
Lieutenant, research the Attrexian people. We need to know who their enemies are.
Aye, sir.
I also want you to create new tactics for fighting these aliens.
Aye, sir. Though our tactical wing is weaker without Franklin.
That's a grave loss. I'll consult with Tuvok on a suitable replacement.
If I may, sir, I'd recommend Ensigns Murphy and Gonzalez. They're both on temporary assignment to the Enterprise.
Very well. I'll assign them both to the hazard team.
Thank you, sir.
Lieutenant, you did well. A good man died, but many more live thanks to your quick thinking.
Thank you, sir.
It makes sense to recommend Telsia for the team, considering she was a member of the original Alpha Squad, but we only just met Gonzalez, and we saw him in action for all of, 2 minutes. Oh yeah, I met this one guy. I saw him, shoot his gun, 3 times. Yeah, I think he'd be good.
Thanks for bringing back this alien. It's yielding a lot of useful information.
When people turn their heads to talk to you, it looks like their jaws are, moving in an angle when they speak.
Your team has performed admirably under pressure. Come see me if you need medical attention. Come see me if you need medical attention.
Will do. Tuvok.
I believe you have a planet to investigate, Lieutenant. Use caution, as you will likely encounter other aliens on your mission.
I mean, that's a given.
Lieutenant, I don't have time to speak to you now.
You sure?
Lieutenant, I don't have time to speak to you now.
Okay, yeah, he doesn't have time to speak to me now. You can drain these panels every time you enter this level, but there's no real reason to. Also, Gerard's here. What's good? You get injured on a mission?
I find the medical services on this ship to be most impressive. Monroe, I'm about to receive a physical.
Oh, I see.
It's good to have Telsia back.
When she looks over to talk at me, her ensign pip disappears.
I find the medical services on this ship to be most impressive.
Do they lock the med bay when someone's in, the whole med bay down when someone's in for a physical? You know, now that I get a look at it, it almost seems a little smaller than the med bay on Voyager. It has 2 more beds. But the Voyager med bay had a separate section. You had the main med bay, and then you walked into a second office, which, kind of like this, but then you walked through it, and then there was another section with the morgue and some other panels and areas. It seems a little smaller than Voyager's med bay. You'd think Sovereign's med bay would be a little bigger. Bigger ship, bigger crew. Then, or maybe what they do is a ship this size would have multiple med bays. Surely there wouldn't just be a single med bay with 5 beds. And Intrepid was a bit small, was noticeably smaller, and had a smaller crew, a few hundred people? 600? Hang on a minute, I'm gonna investigate that. Intrepid class. What was the crew size? This doesn't even matter to the game, but you know what? I want to do some research. Oh, wait. Oh, I was very wrong. Crew complement 141 on the Intrepid. Dang, I think I would have thought at least 200 or 300. I said, what did I say, 600? So they don't need an overtly big size medbay, but Sovereign's gotta have at least as many as I predicted. Overview for the Sovereign doesn't give a crew compliment. Huh. Doesn't say. Doesn't say at all. Curious. Alright, well. Oh, who are you? Aren't you the ship's counselor?
Can I help you? Can I help you?
Do you? You're the ship's counselor, aren't you? Oh, you're the nurse. I thought she was the counselor. Never mind. Research in the library. Yo, Korban, what's up?
Korban?
I yearn for battle.
Korban?
I yearn for battle.
Korban doesn't really have a whole lot of personality. He is just very enthusiastic Klingon. That his whole personality is, I am Klingon. He's like early seasons of like Next Generation with Worf, but even more enthusiastic. Like he seems like he's enjoying himself a bit more.
I'm really enjoying the Federation assault rifle. It's a big improvement.
I disagree. Nothing really beats the compression rifle for pure skill.
It depends on the situation. For sheer damage to a close target, I'll take the assault rifle over the compression rifle any day.
There's no skill involved in firing a weapon like that. You'll hit anything closer than 3 meters.
Some situations call for that kind of firepower.
I prefer the compression rifle's ability to hit targets at range.
To each his own.
I prefer the standard compression rifle as well. I like single shot weapons like that.
Can I help you? Can I help you? Can I help you?
He doesn't, his voice, he's Vulcan, but he doesn't sound very Vulcan.
I'm busy. I'm busy.
You're busy. Can I talk to these guys?
Can I help you?
I'm busy.
Nope, can't talk to them. The library is not on this deck. Brig. Main sickbay. Yeah, see, that's why I think there's got to be another. That's not like there's only one sickbay on a ship this size, because it's called the main sickbay. There's got to be other sickbays on a ship this big. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else for me to be doing here. The library's on a different deck.
Deck 11, library.
I love these parts of the game so much, though. Between all the shooting, you just have a little level where you go back to the ship and you do something else. You don't get involved. It's not just firefight after firefight after firefight. I like the little breakups. Oh, and there's a secret and a starship on this level. What deck are we on? Well, we're on the deck that has astrometrics.
Would you like to join me in the holodeck? I'm starting a holo program to view the flora of Andoria.
Sounds interesting.
You might want to bring a weapon.
What do we need weapons for?
The flora are not necessarily friendly. In fact, they're carnivorous.
What about the safety protocols?
How do you study plants and their environment if you eliminate their ability to interact with their surroundings?
I don't really think I'm up for being eaten by a plant today.
Come on, it'll be fun.
I just remembered I have an appointment with the ship's counselor.
Why are they looking at me?
Please don't disturb me.
I don't think she ever has anything to say to you.
I'm busy.
You're busy, yes, clearly. Also, why would you need to bring a weapon to the holodeck? The holodeck can replicate... Ow. Ooh, that is way louder than normal. Ugh. I'm sorry. Yeah, we know that the holodeck can replicate weapons. If the safety protocols are off, can't you replicate a dangerous weapon? Well, we know that's possible because that's what happened in First Contact when Picard used a holographic Tommy gun to shoot Borg. Welcome to Astrometrics. Wait, not Astrometrics. What was this room called again? I'm stupid. I got distracted talking about a dumb scene in a movie. No, it is Astrometrics. For some reason I caught I was thinking stellar cartography. That's what they called that. That's what they called this in the... Oh wait, no. Stellar cartography. That's what it says. Wait a minute. What did the guide panel say? Am I stupid? Can I just not read? Okay, no, I'm not stupid. The guide panel says that is the astrometric. That is astrometrics, but the door says stellar cartography. That's a little odd. Yeah, I was right. Astrometrics is a completely different thing. That's a little weird. Ah, why'd I touch that door again? Well, we need to tap around to find that secret. It's probably behind one of these doors. Ah. Piercing. Some sounds are just louder and the door sounds are just louder. That just happens, I guess. What?
Hi, Monroe.
Telsia, I'm glad to see you up and around.
I'm fine. There's no lasting damage from my time in the pattern buffer.
You're lucky. That was quite a stunt.
I'm ready to go back on duty.
Good, because I want you and Gonzalez on the hazard team.
I'm glad to see Gonzalez on the team. He's an experienced combat tactician.
Almost as experienced as you. I need your expertise to help me figure out these aliens.
Is that all you need?
Pointless dialogue choice. I wasn't even walking towards the library, and this triggered. So we can either tell her now we're good, or ask her to join us.
I wouldn't mind having you help me do some research on the Attrexians.
May as well get her input. Otherwise, we do the research and not get any input. Welcome to the library. Ever see the library in the movie? Did the Galaxy-class Enterprise have a library that people went to? Yeah, because they actually got books. Actual, like, books and that you can pull out here.
Can I help you?
Oh, you're the librarian. Lieutenant Commander Ship Librarian. And they just got some random stuff on the panels here. Astronauts, Apollo 11. Mojave? Someone was reading up on the Mojave for some reason. The Dominion, there's a founder, a very crusty looking founder. Arce. I think that's one of the few episodes of Next Generation I've seen. I'm thinking about sitting down and actually watching that show. I've seen a few episodes. I never sat down to watch like a whole season or show at all. But I think I've seen this episode. It was on TV while I was over visiting my folks once. That's the one where, like, I forget who, but like one person gets one mask, one person gets the other, and there's like this confrontation with like aliens possessing crew members. Bit odd.
No usual suspects here. The Attrexians seem to have made very few enemies.
Pretty good for an expanding mini-empire with over 20 colony planets.
Especially a mini-empire so close to the neutral zone.
They were lucky enough to expand into systems not claimed by other races.
And smart enough to stay out of the way of the Romulans.
We get to read. This is the one time we actually do like a significant amount of reading in the whole game. This is the only time we come here to use the library. Attrexian Index. 5,000 years of industrial evolution has produced a race of beings known in their sector as the Attrexians. Formerly the workhorse of a powerful alien society, the Attrexians now control a large sphere of trade influence. Nearly 2,000 years ago, the Attrexians began truly developing their independence on interstellar relations, and are now thriving in the system which houses their home planet, and a few sister planets and trade stations. A hardy race, the Attrexians are boisterous and unrefined. They rely heavily on manual labor and true industry to move their culture forward. Trading or buying technological improvements has proven to be a successful method of cultural advance. Education plays a secondary role to family and work in Attrexian society, as well as the development of an advanced healthcare system built to deal with the casualties of manual labor and the harsh living conditions associated with interstellar trade.
There's some unrest on Attrexian planets populated by other races.
Same with many stellar empires.
Ongoing problems with smugglers.
Same with the Federation.
But no angry species of semi-intelligent exoskeletal aliens.
Attrexian life is built around the maintenance of their planet, as well as production... Typo, Well's only spelled with one L there. As well as the production of power for their numerous industrial projects. They have a resource-heavy planet which produces many desirable goods for neighboring systems. A resource-heavy planet. Are they referring to their homeworld, which they've been engaging in heavy industry on for several thousand years? Damn, that must be very heavy on the resources if they've still got plenty to mine. Which produces many desirable goods for neighboring systems. Hierarchy of Attrexian society is a traditional council-driven government with female members overseeing most of the trade and commercial decisions regarding interstellar relations. The Attrexian military is primarily a male body. Attrexian environments are built solely for function. Pieced together more for efficiency than form, their cities are always in a constant state of production. Vast ecological damage has impacted the hospitability of their planet in some areas. I'm guessing that's a picture of it. It looks kind of barren. There's like a little green, like over there maybe, but that might not be forest. That might be maybe industrial waste. The Attrexian technological development is not up to par with other similarly evolved species. Well, they did say that they relied heavily on manual labor, so not as much mechanization.
The Attrexians are a Federation candidate. If they join, Starfleet will get some prime bases near the neutral zone. Does that give the Romulans a motivation to attack them?
With what? Their private army of semi-intelligent exoskeletal aliens?
Then we may be looking at the first wave of an extra-dimensional invasion.
That was suggested by one of the Command Council guys. Reading about the Idryll now. Who for some reason don't have proper portraits, they just have silhouettes in the database. While they are a highly technical race, very little is known about the Idryll culture and people. Eschewing space travel, many Idryll stay within Attrexian space and act as technicians and engineers for the Attrexian government, which they have served under for several hundred years. In Attrexian society, the Idryll are not recognized as equals, but as vassals who work for their Attrexian overseers. With no central homeworld, the Idryll occupy several planets within Attrexian space. On these planets, the Idryll not only show their technical prowess, but also their artistic skills as well. The Idryll are regarded highly by several Federation institutions for their proficiency in several art forms, including music, paintings, and architecture. It cut off because the UI is a bit stretched, but still readable. No concrete information that would suggest why they're being attacked.
I'm glad we could spend some time together.
Okay, I looked at Telsia to talk, and we just went into the computer again.
I'm glad we could spend some time together.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Monroe, report to the hazard team briefing room.
On my way.
Alright, before I do, there's a secret around here somewhere. Is it this unmarked door? Yes, it is. What does it say on the wall here? Order Hauser? There's a cardboard or like, really shitty looking room in the Enterprise. Does anyone remember this room from the Enterprise? That has a washing machine and a drying machine, both of which have LCARS panels. Bit odd. Hmm. Alright, that's it here. Where are we going? Briefing room. Briefing room.
Hazard ops.
Do you think those aliens will attack the Enterprise?
Probably.
It's a miracle anyone on the Dallas survived.
Isn't science amazing?
Their struggle to stay alive must have been formidable. Do you think those aliens will attack the Enterprise?
Hazard operations, hazard team, office. Why is the panel, like, dimming like that? No secrets here. Who you?
We have extensive research capabilities on the Enterprise. Can I help you?
Natol.
What is it?
Counselor? Wait. I thought somebody else was the counselor. Also, Natol sounds like a Vulcan name, but she doesn't look Vulcan? I feel like some people, like, were supposed to be given certain names, but they didn't get the right ones. Like, there's that one Vulcan guy who didn't, like, have a Vulcan name, but then there's that human person that we just talked to who had, like, a Vulcan name. I'm probably overthinking it. Kenioff. Brian Babowski? Alright, the guy with the beard. Yeah, right. He's on hazard. Yeah, it's a good thing, what's his face? Travis? Who was the guy who died on the mission? I already forgot his name. Franklin. That's his name, Franklin. Franklin didn't live long enough to get his own locker. I wonder if Gonzalez will live long enough to get a locker. Alright, enough dicking around. Hazard ops.
We've traced the aliens to the 5th planet. The hazard team is going to Viok Epsilon 5.
It's an uncolonized Class M planet in Attrexian space. Sensors found trace levels of the propulsion signature left by the aliens' personal impulse drives. The aliens attacked the Attrexian space station from the 5th planet.
But how did they get to the 5th planet?
That's what we want you to find out.
Is it inhabited?
We have detected a shuttlecraft and multiple life forms, but not the aliens you fought on the Dallas. However, there is an area where our sensors cannot penetrate.
That area corresponds to the end of the propulsion trail.
Other than that, the planet looks undisturbed by sentient creatures.
Investigate and report back what you find.
Aye, sir. Our answers are down on that planet. Korban, Talsia, Chell, you're with me.
I didn't notice it before, but I think I heard like an echo? When they were talking? Like, I swore I heard like a second Picard and like Tuvok talking in like the bottom of my left ear. Also, no preparation phase for getting in there. Like, I guess that was already the prep phase, just gonna beam us straight in.
Strange shuttle design. Common engine, but the style's not in the registry.
I'm tracking some life forms ahead.
Alien invaders.
No.
We'll look for them.
One moment. Might I dare to suspect what might be causing that? Okay, now it wasn't what I thought it was. If it was what I thought it was. Huh, what was that? It's like a weird echo. Also, I'm gonna take this quick second. One moment. Apologies for the interruption. Alright. There is one secret and one starship, and I believe it's around the shuttle, or even in the shuttle. Oh no, I think it's just up here on this little arc. Yep. That's the secret area. That's the secret. It's just up here. Easy. Man, those plants really cut through the fog. Really heavy on the fog on this planet. Right, y'all following me?
What is it?
Sir?
Alex, we should move on.
Yeah, we should. Weapons. I don't even have the enhanced compression rifle. They just left me with the assault rifle. And the arc gun, but... eh. Hey guys.
We're with the Federation.
What are you doing here?
We're investigating an attack on the space station.
We hadn't heard about any attacks. Are we in danger?
We wiped out the aliens. You should be safe now.
Good.
The invaders came from this planet. You know anything about that?
We saw no aliens.
Why are you here?
We're researching the ruins here. Our hypothesis is that this planet was an Idryll outpost 3,000 years ago.
Where are these ruins?
Further ahead. We lost contact with our 3 archaeologists there. We sent an armed search party, but lost contact with them as well. Now we have no weapons.
We'll look for them.
Be careful. The outskirts of the ruins have been infested with brood fiends.
Well, those don't sound friendly.
These environmental conditions are making it difficult to properly use our equipment.
We'll need to figure out a way to adapt our systems to account for the increased temperature.
We must carry on as best we can.
I wish the others were still here.
Find the Idryll scouting party, find the entrance to the ruins, find the missing archaeologists. Something I never noticed in my early playthroughs of the game that I only noticed in kind of recent, the last time I played the game, like a few years ago, but I never realized that their tattoos were glowing. Their tattoos and eyes just sort of brighten and dim. Just gradually. Never noticed that before.
I don't agree that the ancient Idryll were a completely agrarian society.
They show decisive evidence of sophisticated manufacturing techniques.
I'm just not convinced. We've discovered no conclusive proof that the Idryll were the ones who created the artifacts we're finding.
I'm confident the data will bear out my conclusions in the end.
Perhaps. We need to keep investigating.
Agreed.
Unlike the Attrexians, these guys at least get two different sounding people to voice the men.
Keep trying the communications equipment. We've got to try and get through to Inigor.
I'm still getting nothing but static.
Oh, this planet poses many challenges. Let me know if anything comes through. If you don't understand why we're here, it's because the true history of the Idryll has been suppressed. My students and I merely seek the truth.
Cool.
If you don't understand why we're here, it's because the true history of the Idryll has been suppressed.
Your story about attacking aliens is difficult to believe. It sounds like an Attrexian ploy to discredit our work.
Listen, lots of people dead. Federation starship got ripped to pieces. It happened.
Your story about attacking aliens is difficult to believe.
I'm very concerned about our missing archaeologists. Please let us know if you find them. They never should have gone off by themselves. The terrain is strange and dangerous.
Why is your dress see-through? Are you... This is a thing with it, like, the men are very, very clothed, but the Idryll women, they all wear thongs. And it seems to just be their way to wear a thong and make sure that that fact is not completely concealed. That's just the Idryll way.
Your story about attacking...
Okay, these guys have nothing else of interest to say. Let's go. Let's go.
Cover me.
That must be a brood fiend. Look out for more.
That blast blocked our way back.
So what? Who wants to go back?
Come on. Let's find those scientists.
5 secrets, 5 starships. I think there was one of them around in this area that was a little tricky to find.
Main power offline.
Oh, great. The locking mechanism's on the other side.
That search party must have wanted to keep everyone out.
Or
keep something in. I like this panel. I don't even need to use structural integrity viewer to know that you could break this.
Good job, Monroe. But parts of this structure are very unstable.
I'm surprised this place is still standing.
I've located the main entrance. I'm transferring the path to your tricorder.
Oh, and we got more scanning options for the tricorder. We got a bioscan, and we got a trace gas view mode. Turn that off. Invisible wall, can't go that way. Ah! Hit like the corner and... I didn't do it. Not my fault. Not my fault. Nah, there's nothing up there anyway. We're good. Oh yeah, that pillar's not looking so hot. Oh, is there an invisible wall preventing me from going this way? I think there is. I can clearly jump over that. Invisible wall. Oh, I think one of the starships is behind here. Hang on. We jump up here. Ah, yep, see? One down, 4 to go. I can't remember if there was any benefit to me knocking this pillar down. Also, I just noticed something about this pillar. Alright, look how tall the pillar is, and look how high the graphic for structural integrity extends. It's like a whole block above it. The air above it is unstable, even. Don't think there's any benefit to me knocking it over, but I'm gonna do it. Yeah, Starfleet! Alright, now, there was a benefit. Destroying some of the ruins so I could get through. That was the benefit. Yeah, Federation, destroying priceless ruins. Yeah. That's Starfleet. What's happening? Am I okay, I was a little stuck. I thought I couldn't get back up.
Main power offline.
Curious blockages. Like, you could easily... Any human being could easily crawl under that. Ow. Falling over shit like a dumbass. Like a dummy. Going this way. Very aggressive little bugs. What? Didn't even hear that one pop up, sneaky little bastard. He ain't sneaking up on me. Part of it kind of disappears there. I don't have some kind of weird thing that's making stuff disappear when I get close to it on, do I? Keep going back into the graphics menu thinking that I could make things a little better. Wall decals, detailed textures, detailed surface, deformed geometry. There's geometry deformation? Is that what I'm seeing? Auxiliary power controls.
Power restored.
Sweet. blue ones explode. I don't think any of those secrets were in this area, but I feel like I could be wrong. Like maybe up there? I think you go up there, then you jump down, and you sort of scoot along the side up there. Ooh, glowing walls.
There's another one!
Hey, open the door.
Take that!
Is that the best they've got?
Doubtful. I think they're just testing us.
So we passed the test, right? Now they leave us alone, right?
Quiet. Stay alert.
Hey, we get to hang out with the team for one of the few times this entire game. Cool. Idryll Glecium container. Highly unstable. No shit.
Over there!
That one!
Bugs seem tougher.
They seem to have adapted their strategies after the last attack.
They're smarter than they look.
Yeah, they adapted their strategies by, like, genetically evolving over the course of, like, a whole minute to, like, become carriers for the smaller ones. These aliens are fucking weird, man. Classic first-person shooter ambush, though. Go towards a health terminal and get ambushed. Classic. This area's clear of secrets. Let's go.
Look out! Monroe, wait! This pathway's highly unstable. Use structural integrity view mode and watch where you step.
Understood. Hazard team, wait here. I'll cross and find a safer path.
Yeah, that's a very unstable looking thingy. Also, we opened the door here for them. Yeah, you don't even need the tricorder. You can actually tell which ones are stable because you see the ones that aren't cracked all the way through. Easy. However, we actually want to destroy all these. If I remember right, one of the secrets only appears if you get rid of all of these unstable platforms. Also, you can just not even do the jumping. You can just get on this little ledge here and scoot across. Hey, you found a secret area. It's a box. What does it say? I think it says, warning, explode. Yep. Warning, explosive. All censored us. What does all censored us mean? That box only appears if you destroy all the little broken platforms. Yeah. Oh, I missed. Wow. I got mulched. Holy shit. One little explosion killed me, and I'm all the way back here. God damn it. God damn it. What the fuck? I just wanted to double check to see if there wasn't a secret down there. I didn't think I would explode.
Power restored.
Ah, shit. Fuck me.
There's another one.
They're peering behind me. You bitch.
Look out!
Take that!
Is that the best they've got?
Doubtful. I think they're just testing us.
So we passed the test, right? Now they leave us alone, right?
Quiet. Stay alert.
You know what must have happened? It wasn't just one of the little blue guys, like a bunch of them just sort of appeared at my feet when I landed down there. That has to be how I got fucked up.
There are too many of them.
Some seem tougher.
They seem to have adapted their strategies after the last attack.
They're smarter than they look.
Isn't that where the hole in the wall opens up? I guess you can only blow up that wall from the inside. You have to have a way out if you fall in and don't immediately explode.
There's another one.
Monroe, wait! This pathway's highly unstable. Use structural integrity view mode and watch where you step.
Understood. Hazard team, wait here. I'll cross and find a safer path.
I want to take a look down there. There's a chance there's a secret underneath as well. The little bastards only appear if you fall in. I think that may be the case. Ah, yeah, there's nothing down there. Nothing down there. Okay, now we have to jump back over. If you're wondering why I'm using the phaser instead of the assault rifle or the arc launcher, I just like using the phaser. I like vaporizing. I like seeing them just go all red and glowy and just. Ugh.
Thanks, Monroe. Good to see you.
Didn't you people learn how to jump in basic training? Why the fuck? Alright, hold up. This is why we do the tutorial. This is why we have training sessions. You fuckers should know how to jump. If I can do it, you should be able to do it too. You're a disgrace to the hazard team, every single one of you. Absolute disgrace.
Life signs, Chell?
They've been dead for several days.
I guess we found the Idryll scouting party.
Ugh. Okay, I heard a noise and I realized just someone outside with a fucking lawnmower. That door? That's a door.
We've got contacts.
Oh, hey, there's one. We're gonna have to run all the way back up. 3 out of 5. Now, I believe... Okay, there's not gonna be one down there, but if we go down here... Ow. And we go along here, there should be a little alcove at the end here. Okay, I didn't expect to fall, but if I turn on night vision, up, I see it. I see it. Yeah, there it is. Hang on a minute. I think I see something engraved in the wall. Does it say Bob? It's a little hard to tell with the overwhelming green, but it looks like someone carved Bob into the wall here. I never noticed that before. Like, I knew the secret was here, but I don't think I ever paid attention to the wall. It's like, oh, I got the secret, I'm out of here, who cares? Like, no, there's... someone wrote their name. Alright, kids, everyone remember, when we get to the credits, keep an eye out for any Bobs. They will likely have been responsible for this. Just one secret left. Ow. Minor damage, minor damage. It's no trouble. It's no trouble at all. Also, I just saw Discord flash up. Ron wants... right after the last Betrayal game, nobody owns the house. So I think I just saw him ask who goes first, because normally that's decided by who holds the deed. But nobody holds the deed, because the house got turned into a mental asylum. That's a good question. One that I will not attempt to provide an answer or suggestion for right now, because I'm busy. Where would that last secret be?
Cover me while I crack the security code.
Gotta come popping out the walls.
Okay, got it. Let's go.
You see fucking Korban, like me and Telsi in the corner here, Chell's like doing his thing, and Korban's just running in circles in the center. I taught him that's Hazard Maneuver Monroe Beta 2, isn't it? Yeah. Monroe Beta 2, that's the run around in circles and distract maneuver. Ah. Bastards.
The power relay for this energy bridge is on the other side.
Wait here. I'll activate the bridge.
A crap bridge. Energy bridges just seem like a really unsound idea. Energy bridges to me just seem like one of the worst possible things you could ever try to build. All it takes is one asshole tripping over the power cable while a fucking, well, like a grade school field trip is crossing, and suddenly you've got like 20, you just got a pile of dead children on the ground because someone tripped over the power cord. Like, it's just a disaster waiting to happen, energy bridges. Stupid. Don't build energy bridges.
Good job, Monroe.
I think the last secret is further ahead. I thought it might be behind something. It's gonna be down here. But they're down here. The music is just too bombastic for these tiny little bugs. The music is too exciting sometimes. Ugh. Ugh. It's leaking. Ugh. The longer you look at it, the worse it gets. Easy. 5 out of 5. There's just a door in the back of the big area. It's a big one.
Want some more?
Nothing to say about that? Any of you? No? Nah. You'd think Chell would have something to say about, like the fucking big boat. Nothing. Not a damn thing. I like how just none of them had anything to say about that. Not even Corbin's just like, worthy foe. Just nothing. Alright. Alright. Nobody wants to say nothing, that's fine. Ugh. Squishy bug sounds. I should actually probably check that message. If we're playing Betrayal today, I might want to keep the Elite Four stream short.
It reflects a culture in an advanced stage of development.
It reflects a culture that knows its enemies are easily distracted.
Corbin gives absolutely zero shits whatsoever about
unknown life forms
architecture.
infesting facility. Basic eradication systems coming online in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There's another one!
Weapon turrets!
Whoa. Oof, pillar-based security. Very rude welcoming. Now, if I remember, this is the area where there's a secret, there's no starship. Oh, yep, this is it. You see through the crack in the door? That's where the secret weapon lies. Pardon me a moment. I want to see what this message is. If we're playing Betrayal today, I need to know, because I stream those. Oh, just click back into the game there. Okay, you see these here? In order to open the doors, we need to open the doors. For some reason, these massive buttons in the wall can be easily pressed in by a solid energy beam. Okay, what do we got here? We got like an alien banana, a man reaching down to pick up the remote, someone carrying like a heavy backpack, the number 7, and Twinson waving his arms around after finding an item. Come in here and look at all these buttons on the floor. Gotta press them in the right order. Alien banana. Man picking up remote. Man carrying heavy load. The number 7. And Twinson. Ta-da! Say hello to the Idryll energy staff. An extremely out-of-place sort of weapon. I don't think anyone uses like an energy staff. This thing is pretty powerful. And is better than the Attrexian arc launcher. So yeah, secret weapon. That's the only time in the game where you can get that. So if you miss it, you're not getting it later.
Infestation becoming acute. Detection of individual life forms required. Escalating to localized eradication system.
How come they get compression rifles and I don't? That makes me sad.
Poison gas. The cowards.
Where's it coming from?
I don't know. Use the trace gas view mode on your tricorder to find it.
We actually don't have to do that. We could just follow Chell. Chell, go. Chell's not going. Chell will run to the vents that are dispensing gas. But not very fast, as we've seen.
The gas is sealed.
Good work, Monroe.
Waiting for Chell makes you take a lot of damage. Holy shit. Alright, the Idryll, if these ruins were indeed built by the Idryll, definitely put a lot of thought into security. I don't think I need to save, like, those energy terminals for later, so I'm not going to do that. Yeah, there's no other secrets or starships around here, so we don't need to look too deeply for anything. There aren't, like, unmarked secrets in this game, you know? Oh, that was just the intro to the inner ruins. We're going to a new area now, where there will likely be more secrets. 8 secrets.
Infestation becoming acute. Detection of individual life forms
What does
required.
that mean?
I'm not sure. Checking sensors now.
System.
That means that something beyond these doors is probably going to try to kill us, Telsia. 8 secrets, 4 starships. That's a lot of secrets. So we gotta be extra observant. Now, the game auto-saves at the start. I don't need to drop, like, a solid save there. Hold up.
Ha! Feel my wrath!
He felt you miss him by a kilometer.
Do not test my patience, Bolian.
That was strange. It just exploded.
Trap.
Monroe, check the bioscanner's view mode on your tricorder.
Chell, what makes you think the bioscanner's gonna tell me what's going on? Were you just looking at the spinning things and thinking it was the one part of the scanner that's been introduced that we haven't used yet? Also, Chell with the sarcastic remarks. He's grown since the first game. He's developed. Yeah. Anti-living being beams. Ugh, that's kind of weird looking at the ground. Yep.
Well, the bioscanners are down, but that panel activated a force field. Looks like we'll have to find another way around.
Okay. Oh yeah, they're fucking off. We've been separated from the team. Oh no. There's something under there. This little bit here counts as a secret. Just a little bit of ammo tucked away. I don't think we're going through there just yet. Oh. Hey. Hey, look at what's in these tubes. It's them critters that attacked the Dallas and the Attrexian station in the ruins. That's secret in the starship. I saw that. You little bastard. Whoa. I tapped the mouse up a little bit and it just lurched. There should be a little you see this bit in the wall here that looks a little different? Boom, use key. Why is the wall reflective and shiny? I swear I've been noticing reflective walls and like ground textures in the game in games I've been playing lately, and I do not like it at all. I do not remember any part of this level having shiny walls. Else around here I should look for? I missed. I don't even want to see the you died screen. I missed. I realize I missed right there. Oof. Don't. I knew that was there. Secret ammo. This level's full of these weird, like, open space semi-secrets. Where it's just, like, tucked around a corner or something. And not, like, hidden behind a wall. Yeah, we're good. We're good for down here. Wall bits here. Writing on the walls and floors in some places. container. Used to store valuable artifacts and equipment. Who'd have thought? I would have jumped on that. However, I think stuff down here. Or not. I could be wrong and there was nothing down here at all. Now, fortunately, it's possible to get to where this container went just by jumping down. Okay, we're at 4 out of 8 secrets, 2 out of 4 starship. Oh, wait a minute, you know what? You know what? I think I messed up. Hang on, can I redo that? I can. Good. I want to jump on here. And here. Ooh. Yeah. Want to jump on top here, because if I remember right, if we run across the top of this little corridor here, we should find a thing. In fact, we actually can skip the entire... that entire section down there is full of those bio lasers that we just skip. And you have to do that. You have to skip in order to get to the starship. Up top here, which also counted as a secret area. Also, I believe I spy another secret over yonder. I think we have to drop down here. Ooh! It's like a tiny little armor piece. Tiny! Little mini aliens. Very dark down here. It's just a little, the developers like to throw in some like slightly wackier little secrets, like, oh, they're super tiny. It'd still really hurt if they hit you though. Just for giggles. Okay, so we would have come up through there. Jump through here's easy. So easy. Just to show how easy it is, even though I could skip it all. Saw that. I'm being poisoned.
Yeah! Ooh! Ooh! Yeah! Yeah! Ooh! 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 Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Ow. Each of the vents that was active was facing a different direction. I kind of flubbed the last one there. Fortunately, heal right up. Heal right up. No problem. No problem. No problem at all, man. Another busted energy bridge. Shit. Oh, hey, it's all lit. Let's go now. Not fast enough. Wait a minute. Do I even need... Can I just... I can't, nah. Invisible wall. Shit. Yeah. Hey.
Monroe, whatever you did just opened the second door in the main hall.
Have you guys just been hanging out in the main hall this whole time? Have they just been fucking off in the main hall the whole time? Let me look over here real quick. I feel like... Oh, that's what that sound is. They're going through those tubes. I want to say there's a secret around here involving this bit. There's still 2 secrets and 1 starship left. Where couldst that be? Well, they've got to be back here because I've missed them. We're not done with this area yet. I've missed... I feel like there's something involving this spot right here. Can we see something under there? Can I get back to the main hall from here? I wonder. Oh, time to go secret hunting. What did I miss? I thought I had a pretty good memory of this place, but I've missed something, and I don't know... I'm not fully certain where to look. I wonder, what could I have missed and where? What couldst thou have misseth and weareth? Oh, I can't get through there. Uh-oh. Can I not go back? Have I been cut off? Uh-oh. Do I have to reload a save? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, shit. Well, that's a problem. I would like to not have to reload a save to find the stuff that I missed, but I may have to. I said I'd find you everything, and I meant it. And if I can't go back and look, then there's only one option. I knew there was something about this that... Alright, well, I got the starship. Okay, yeah, I just had to destroy the thing. I knew this moved. I knew it either went down or up. And when I realized I hadn't looked up yet, I saw the cracks and I was like, yeah, that's it. That's it. Well, I got all the starships, but I missed a secret, so it would have just been... This level's full of those, like I said, those little mini-secrets, where it's just like little ammo and maybe armor or health pickups. And I think the only interesting one of those was the one where you had the tiny aliens try to ambush you. So, I don't think we'd be too beat up if we didn't see where that one little secret was, but I'll tell you what. I'm not gonna go back to look it up. Like, when I said I'd find all the secrets, I was primarily thinking... Send a message to Ron there. There might be tabletop. Hold on a minute. Let me use the almighty power. I'm gonna look this one up. I'm not gonna go back to find it because it was just like a mini side secret. I'm just gonna look this one up quickly off to the side here, and I'll tell you where it might have been. Be forced to... Idryll ruins. Okay, easy. I found it right away. 8 secrets, 4 starships. There's the Idryllium energy ammo behind the crane, just behind the first force field. Right, we found that one. There's a structural weakness to the right of said force field. The cracks in the wall should hit you off. Yep. We found that one. That one had a starship in it. After you use the moving containment tubes twice, jump down the one leaning against the wall and crouch under the pipes to your left. Use the wall. Okay, that was the hidden wall door. We found that one. In the same room, use the console, turn the elevators, jump on one of them, and ride up to another piece of Idryllium ammo. Oh, right. I didn't ride the elevators, those little elevators we use. There was one going up and another set going down. If you ride them all the way up, there's just an ammo. There's an Idryll, the teal ammo up at the top before you hit the force fields that kill you if you ride them too high. That's the one that I missed. Okay. So now you know. That's That's an easy one to miss. I was focused on the stuff where I remembered, like, was more like I could see where they were in that room. There were several of those little mini secrets in that room. I just didn't ride the elevators all the way up. No problem. It's not like you get some, like, super secret special ending at the end of the game if you find every single secret and every single starship. Your only reward is if you get the starships and you unlock the secret maps. Alright, so that kind of tarnishes it a little bit when I said I would find all the secrets, but I think I can be allowed that one. I think I can be allowed to miss one if it's... Oh, I heard someone talking. It's the guys. Hey, guys. What's good? Ah, this is back where we started. That's the doors we went through to the first poison room. Any other secrets in here? It says we found 1 out of 2. Alright, because this is where we started, devs actually thought of that. It's basically just loops you back around to like a slightly different version of the first... of the level you were just on. So they have this secret room here. So if you missed it when you first entered, that's your second opportunity to get it before you leave. But if you leave the ruins and complete the whole, like, this whole part of the game, then you can't get the staff. So there's one more secret to keep an eye out for. Also, they didn't have anything to say to me when I got back. Huh. That's where we're supposed to go. Where did I enter from? Was it down here? Just want to check. I'm not 100% sure where this last secret is. Okay, no, yeah. I would have come in through here. Right, and they were fighting over there. That leads to the gas room. Chell is stuck in the secret staff room. Okay, gotcha. The secret's not gonna be in here. It'll be further in.
What a beautiful mural. I wonder if the Idryll created it.
We don't have enough data to say.
I mean, looks like it could be Idryll. I don't know what that creature in the center is, though. It's very droopy looking. Looks like someone melted a cow, and then melted another cow on top of that cow. Oh, it's these buttons again. Well, would you look at this? It's the secret room with the last secret. It's the exact same buttons in the exact same pattern, and it doesn't matter what order you hit them in. You just hit them and the whole thing slides away. That must be the shortest section in the game. We came back to reunite with these guys at the start of the level, and then we're immediately leaving it again. Huh. Okay, we're back to more stuff again. 4 secrets, 2 starships. We're looking for those archaeologists. Nothing hidden behind us. Always check behind you. I feel like that's like a cheeky way to hide a secret. Like at the start of the level, just turn around and it's like right there.
Infestation at chronic level.
More turrets! We need to deactivate their defenses. Monroe, I think I can disable that security system. I just have to reach that console.
Go, Chell.
Cover me, Monroe! Look out!
That one wasn't shooting at me.
Take out those turrets, Monroe! I can't get to the console!
There are too many of them.
Ah! Keep those turrets off me while I work.
Over there!
This is the strangest system.
Yeah!
This makes no sense.
Watch out!
There's no way I can... Oh, wait. Okay. Disable the defensive systems. I've located the scientists in an adjacent room. I've overridden the security protocols, so we should be able to reach them now.
Good stuff. I feel like there aren't any secrets in this room. Why'd the combat music start again? I really appreciate that they make the little sound when you mess with the console. Even if it doesn't do anything, it just makes the sound. That's just a little... I like that. Alright, remember what I was saying about Idryll women earlier? About their dress code?
We're with the Federation. Are you in need of any assistance?
Yes. We've been trapped down here for days.
Look at that beard!
I'm Dr. Inigor. This is Dr. Clea.
I'm Lieutenant Monroe, from the Starship Enterprise. Ensigns Chell, Corban, and Murphy.
The Federation? What are you doing out here?
We came here to investigate an attack on one of our starships in the local Attrexian space station.
I hope no one was hurt.
Who attacked the station?
Loads of people were dead.
The same aliens that invaded these ruins.
They're not aliens, they're exomorphs. We manufactured them. They're genetically modified beasts of burden.
Beasts of burden? Try killing machines.
Not by design. We don't know why they became aggressive.
Their behavioral regulators must have malfunctioned. When Clea deciphered this amazing machinery, we manufactured only the peaceful exomorph templates.
Inidor, please. Crindo's still trapped in the lower level. Lieutenant Monroe, please save him.
Quite so. Please save my son, if you can. I'm amazed you were able to make it this far.
Yes, climbing over so many alien corpses was inconvenient.
How many exomorphs can this factory create?
Very good question. Since the facility automatically mines the planet's inorganic compounds...
Then the planet can crank out its weight and kill our aliens?
Well, not quite its weight. More like the total mass of its carbon deposits plus...
That would be billions.
Theoretically, over 1 trillion if you account for the...
Enough! Let's stop this murder world.
Stay here and protect them.
It's not a murder world. It's the glory of the Idryll. It's
gonna kill your son if we don't get going.
Oh, yes. Please go.
That beard is distractingly triangular. How much work do you think it takes to get his beard to look like that? Look at that. That is crazy.
My son is rather impetuous. Please, find him and bring him back. Crindo is so eager to uncover the secrets of our ancestors that he may have placed success over his own safety. Please, hurry back with Crindo.
Please, you must hurry. Crindo may be in danger.
These two don't have the glowing tattoos. They've got the eyes.
My son is rather impetuous. Please, find him and bring him back.
But they don't have, like, the glowing, like, bits along the arms that the other ones we met outside had, or heads.
If you won't go, I will.
Not dressed like that, you're not.
Why do you keep trying to talk to me? Please, Crindo can't hide from them forever.
I wonder why.
Please, you must hurry. Crindo may be in danger.
Alex?
Hi.
What is it, Alex?
What about you, Corban? You got any opinions?
What is it, Alex?
No, he has no opinions on the matter. Little secret shielding. Yep, we leave the whole team behind again. Just in case. I think the game makes mid-level saves. I think it only makes saves at the top of the level. When you enter, rather. When you enter or when you end. I haven't used the staff yet. Oh, look at this one, hidden in the dark here. Oof, that is hidden. Very, very well hidden. This game has very dark and effective shadows. And a really good... we already mentioned this in the first stream, but they actually knew how to make a proper night vision in this game. Most games just get night vision wrong. At least most games from this era. I don't know about recent games. I don't think I've played any recent games with a night vision function. Secret ammo. And nothing else in there. Alright, the last secret will have the last starship. Oh, you bastards. Also, I gotta remember to show you guys what the special of the staff is, because every weapon has a second fire. This one's is a bit interesting. There'll be a good moment to show it, I imagine. Alright, I was wrong before. The game just dropped like a mid-level save. Ow! Don't put me on a tiny platform with one of those guys. This weapon's kinda loud. Does it seem louder than the other weapons to you guys? Or is that just me? Anyway, he fucking yeeted me off that platform. Okay, there's a ladder here. I should have gotten off the platform as soon as possible. What I should have done was hit the panel for the bridge and then tried to get off before he could slap me around. I did not do that. Get them on a straightaway and they're no trouble. Now every one of these guys has I was gonna say they don't have a range attack. Every single one of them does. And the reason I jumped down here was for that. I knew the other secret would be down here. 4 out of 4, 2 out of 2. Alright. Whoa. Ugh. Cha. Oh, would you look at that? We found him. Bitchin'.
Dr. Crindo, I presume.
Yes.
I'm with the Federation.
Well, I'm glad you found me. The exomorphs nearly took my arm off.
You're lucky they didn't take your head off.
You're right. Looks like we made some mistakes.
Explain.
I think the behavioral regulators malfunctioned while I was modifying the jump jets. I'm sorry for...
Save it. Show me where we shut down this murder world.
Come with me.
That term seems to have caught on pretty quick.
Shut it down.
Well, it will take some time. About 6 hours to discontinue the incubation process.
You don't have 6 hours.
It would be faster for me to repair the behavioral regulators. Maybe 2 hours.
Know what's faster than that?
What? No!
Monroe's really good at shooting. My shot accuracy went down again. Damn it.
We created our exomorphs to be builders, not killers. Look how quickly they restored the facility from ruins.
To our eternal shame, we lost control of them.
But we proved the Idryll were a great empire, and we exposed Attrexian lies, and...
You almost got yourselves killed.
That's the price of seeking truth.
And the dead Attrexians? Were they also your price?
And the Dallas?
We can't undo the catastrophe, but we can atone for it. We have the ability to create a limitless workforce for both the Idryll and the Attrexians.
We cannot let you create new exomorphs.
I can fix the behavioral regulators. They only malfunctioned because we had to work in secret.
We don't know that for a fact.
The Attrexians have suppressed our archaeological evidence to distort history, oppress our people, and control our planets.
That's a very serious charge.
I don't make that claim lightly. We found archaeological evidence on Viok Theta 3, but the Attrexian government shut down our dig site and impounded all our artifacts. We were furious.
Furious enough to kill?
The truth is our only weapon.
The machinery in this facility will allow us to prove that the Attrexians took over ancient Idryll colony worlds.
Unless the Federation has destroyed all the evidence to help their Attrexian allies.
We are not allies of the Attrexians.
But you wish to be. You want them in your Federation of planets.
Enough. We are not hiding your findings. Besides the safety concerns, have you considered the rights of the exomorphs?
Rights? They are clearly not sentient beings.
We'll make that determination in consultation with Starfleet Command. Until then, you are confined to quarters.
There we go.
Monroe, I'd like you to talk to Clea. I suspect she's the most likely to be cooperative.
Aye, sir.
Captain, should I assist Lieutenant Monroe?
I think not. Monroe has an advantage here. Clea credits him with saving Crindo, even if Crindo does not.
Chelsea wants to make sure I stay on topic and not ogle. Hey. Talk with Clea about the Idryll. What time is it? It is 4:30. I've been streaming for 3 hours. It is unclear if we'll be continuing our Betrayal Legacy game, me and the fellas, but I want to make sure I'm ready for that if that does happen. No one's really confirmed yet, but confirmation could come at a moment's notice and everyone will be like, okay, we're ready to play. So I'm going to keep it short. A little shorter than usual, but you know what? End of a level, and we did 2 whole levels. I think this is a good spot to stop for now, I think. However, we got 2 short things we can do. We got 34 starships, and we've unlocked 2 secret maps. So you know what? Let's check some secrets. These are like very short. Secret map number 1. We're in a swamp. Got a phaser, got a compression rifle, assault rifle. This. I'm not going to use that yet. That's a little bit early to be seeing that weapon. Explore the swamp shack and eliminate all enemies. Use the compression rifle. Because the game we never see it in the base game after the first 2 missions. That was some shitty looking lightning. I like the design of the compression rifle. It's just a solid looking weapon. It's a very dry looking swamp. It's only a holodeck dream. 6 shots, 6 effective, 100% accuracy. What was number 2? Was number 2 the one with the... Oh, it's this one. We're seeing another weapon early. It's the quantum torpedo launcher. Providence, Springfield. Destroy the alien patrol ships. Guided quantum torpedoes. Okay, well, that was a level. Not very good on the accuracy there, but you kind of lose control of the torpedoes once they get a certain distance away from you. Which isn't a problem in the base game, because you don't tend to fight at long ranges, except at one particular level. Actually, 2 levels. There are 2 levels where you have longer range fights, but that's when you use the sniper rifle, because there's a sniper rifle in this game. Yeah. I actually remember what 2 of these maps are. I think this one, map 5, is a concept art level, where you just look at concept art. And map 6 is a model level, where you look at all the character models. And 3 and 4 are, like, the first 2 maps. Little fight holodeck things. But, yeah. Calling it a little earlier than I normally do for when normal game streams, just to, if I'm really looking forward to these Betrayal Legacy games, and I want to make sure that I am ready to go, because we're kind of getting into the time frame where we might start, and I don't know, maybe all the guys have shown up while I've been doing this, so anyway, that'll be it for this stream. Thank you for watching. Take care, and there will be more. There will certainly be more. Have a good one. Goodbye. Rambling, ending, ramble.